In this video, I will be exploring the story of the Uchiha clan from Naruto and its relations with the current world. With the current events and movements around police, the Uchiha incident resembles to an extent what is going on in this world, and because of that we can learn from it. The Uchiha were a proud warrior clan in the Leaf Village. They were among the best in combat, which was one of the reasons why they were put in charge of the police force. Because the Uchiha were in charge of a position that is undeniably hated among its citizens, their reputation began to crumble. Being in charge of the police means that you always need to have your hands dirty with crime. It means being feared. Whenever someone sees an Uchiha, it means they will get anxious that maybe they're doing something wrong, or maybe something bad is happening around them. Orochimaru described the Uchiha situation well when speaking with Tobirama and the other Kage.
It could be said that the seeds were sown with the Uchiha Leaf police force you created.
What's that?
Those who control crime also tend to be very easily disliked. The more authority such a group has, the more conceited it can get.
Every bad action or mistake by the police force resulted in cuts to their reputation, and eventually they became hated and feared by the village. As the villagers began to hate and disrespect the police, it in turn fanned the fire and added on to the resentment of the Uchiha. The Uchiha felt they were being treated unfairly. The villagers felt they were being treated unfairly, and with it, the animosity kept on growing bigger. The fire kept on burning. In truth, the Uchiha weren't outright evil, same as how the villagers weren't. But even so, there are always outliers. There are villagers who commit crimes, and same with the police force. Both sides as a whole were regular people. They all had families, dreams, important roles to play within the village. But all of that is tossed aside when anger and other negative emotions possess the mind. After time, the bitterness increased to a point where the Uchiha wanted to stage a coup d'etat. Both the Uchiha and the villagers were being disrespected and treated as enemies, with each encounter between them fanning the fire from both sides. Eventually, these tiny embers of hatred turned into a great wildfire that had to be extinguished. Both sides had reached a point of no return, a point of no reconciliation, and one side had to be taken out in order to avoid war. And thus, the great Uchiha flame had been extinguished. The leaders had ordered death to the whole clan in order to prevent war, and it was carried out. It was decided that the clan's death would be the lesser evil. The majority of their hopes, potential, and dreams of the great clan were gone. Although in different worlds, the Uchiha are in similar situations as our police. Our police are currently hated amongst the people in our world. Both the people and the police in our world are frustrated with their treatment and feel thoroughly disrespected. All this leads down to only one path if the fire between both sides are fanned. If left unchecked, we could progress to a situation that is similar to what the Leaf Village had to deal with. Although, maybe not to the same degree where a whole clan is wiped out. The truth is, hatred only breeds more hatred. Nothing good comes through constant hate, for both sides. In our world, there is no argument that the police have done things that are wrong. Police brutality deaths have happened, and justice should be brought upon those who commit crimes. But in all of this, we must not vilify the police or certain races and colors. Demonizing each side will just pull us apart even more. If that continues, then maybe we'll end up with the Uchiha incident. Complete utter hate for each other and countless lives lost. There is too much hatred in this world, and to spread it through prejudice only makes things worse. There have been bad cops who have killed innocent citizens, and there also have been good cops who have been killed by not so innocent citizens. There are many good policemen, and then there are those who are not. The same can be said with every profession. There are many great human beings, and there are many that are evil. Just because some of us are evil, does it mean we all are? Can all human beings be considered evil if a few of them are? Well then what about the police? Constantly demonizing any sort of person can very well turn them exactly into what you call them. And in this case, if we do that to the police, then who will protect us? We are not supposed to be fighting each other, but instead working with each other. That said, the point of this video was not to get political or anything, but rather to relate and learn from a story that I found was similar. The Uchiha incident was a story that started off the same and went entirely wrong, and because of that, I believe we can learn from this and use it to help deal with our current situation.